Today, China is in the position that they alone, of all of the leading powers, Russia, America, and China is the only power that is interested in being inclusive, including every other civilization. And China itself, and I always explain this to my students, China is the only society that has continuously developed from the Bronze Age up into the modern era without any interruptions. And this makes it a very unusual situation. And one of the points that was made this morning is very important, that China has a secular history, whereas Western history is dominated by religious controversies and so forth, and Western history is also dominated by many massacres and wars in a way that China has not dealt the world a series of catastrophes, which has been the Western contribution for many parts of the world, even if there has been development. China is the only major power in the world that can make any serious contribution, and it does have a long cultural history. So there's no doubt about the fact that it can make a contribution, and the fact of the matter is, of course, that China is willing to make that opportunity, as is very clear by this conference. The one problem is, of course, that diversity is being stressed, and at this very moment, America is obviously opposed to diversity, and therefore China has a great advantage. The only problem there is simply whether or not other countries are willing to follow leadership, because obviously if you are going to encourage diversity, you have to then tolerate other positions and so on and so forth, and you have to bring these people together, and this is the great problem. It is always a problem to try and be able to lead in a way that doesn't really offend people. And at this particular moment, China is in a very good position to be able to try this.